these are the parts. The one on the left is the original. I made a couple of them. And then over here, the one on the bottom is the original. And I made a couple of, haven't quite finished what's going on there with that, but I hand made those little pieces. Try and match them up, and I still have some work to do there. Thread that bolt to be the same. See, it's not welded on yet. But it has to be matching like the way this looks when it's done. So it's a lot of work to hand form and sand and drill and make these little pieces. And then I got these pieces, and man, that takes a lot of work too, to get that nice and square and bend that just right. I have to make 2 of those, and that's the original. So I made them just about the same. They're not exactly the same, but try your best. Shape them up. And then this here is an original pole. Let's see if I can show this thing. That's the way that metal piece is. And it goes down and it attaches. It's brazed actually onto a pipe, that tube. And it's a pretty solid piece of rod that you have to form and make, so I made one. I've made a few of them. This is the best one. And now that I think I know what I'm doing, I'll be able to make another perfect one. But it's the same basic item, so hopefully I can just weld that onto the new tube, which I have somewhere else, but this is the original tube, and it goes down here. It's got that tab on it. My new tube has that tab on it already that I had handmade and welded on there, and on the end it's got threaded end all the way inside that tube. It's hard to tell, but that's a nut that's been brazed on the end of that tube back in Germany in the old, probably in the 60s. Okay. Could be as old as a 58. It could be that old. Look at that rust. That's old. Okay, and here's a couple of the poles that I made. This one, it has the tubing on the ends. See, and it goes down to the floor there. You see, it's the same on both ends. A little tube on each end that actually slides into another tube, actually into this tube, I believe. Let's see. Well, it's not going to fit because the original is a metric tubing, but that's where it would slide into, right there on the end of that, where that welded piece is on there, and that actually attaches to the roof of the van right there, that piece. But that piece there would fit into my copy because I got the right size tubing, but I didn't use metric tubing. Metric tubing is something you have to order, and it just costs more. Alright, so then here I made this pole, and it's got the end on it. On both ends it looked like that. It's hard to show, but that tube is all welded up and just needs to be cleaned up. And how that works is, when you've got this thing, it actually is on the end of this chain with that link, goes onto that threaded end, and this hook will go through the hole in the pole, and it's like this piece, which is usually in the end of a pole. It's threaded into the end of the pole and is adjustable. That's what the nut does, is tighten it. When this part is used, it comes along and attaches to the tube like that, just like that, and the chain goes through that. Like that. That's how that attaches. When it's all done up, that's what we'll have. It makes a square, and it's the square that holds the roof of the tent, the Westphalia tent. So okay, that's all I have to show right now. I'll make another video with the other tubes shortly.